The protesters aren't getting treated right, but there's a lot of other people that are not getting even treated worse, and that's small businesses. Vaughan, you got an update for us?
Oh, Max, the current news headlines are dominated by two things. 4,300 positive cases of Omicron in the past 4 days. Wow. Two, the big protest down on the front lawn of Parliament. The government is not interested in talking about the protest. It's preferring to keep focus on the pandemic. Those two things alone, however, the protest, the pandemic, the two pieces are a smokescreen to what's really happening right now in the small business community. Max, thousands of small businesses are on the brink. We all know the Pareto principle, the 80-20 rule, that applies to our economy. 80% is fine. 20% are in deep poo. 20% equates to about 100,000 businesses. Landlords are chasing unpaid rent. Creditors are chasing late paying debtors. Banks have their phones ringing off the hooks with businesses needing overdraft extensions. 20% of our economy is out of cash. And here's why. Because the COVID response strategy is strangling 20% of the economy. Cash flow shot, productivity shot, mental health is shot. The streets are empty. Why? Because the public have had a gutsful. They're fatigued and they're confused with the COVID response strategy. In this regard, Max, the government has lost the room and they don't even realize it. We've got to stop the rot, Max, because I am telling you, 20% of the economy is off to hell in a handcart. Back to you, bro.
I am disgusted. I tell you what, because the most productive sector of our whole community and our economy is the small business sector. And those are the people that work night and day. They blood, sweat and tears, and they're doing their best. They give people jobs. And what is it? This government just ignores them. And what upsets me more is the public servants. They never lost a cent while the rest of us were locked down. 4 months in Auckland, we had to pay the staff full wages with no income. No income at all. But public servants, they dreamed on through. Guess what, Vaughan? These selfish, self-centered people want a pay rise. They want a pay rise. There's medical people out there, which totally upset me. Some of the unions are now demanding a pay rise when they predict the worst time of all, and that's right in the middle of the pandemic in March. That disgusts me, absolutely infuriates me. So anyway, and Mr. Wagstaff, if you want a big increase for all your public servants as you're asking for, get off the bike. And I tell you what, stop being self-centered and selfish and give some consideration to the productive sector of this community, because public servants, all you do is take. You don't make a contribution to some benefits for our society.